Hi, I'm Sean. Today I'll show you how to make this stool from one pallet. I don't have a great way to cleanly disassemble pallets, so I cut the slats off with a jigsaw and then pry the center slats off with a crowbar and hammer. Sometimes I just cut off all the slats if the project calls for short pieces, as this one does. Over at the table saw, I used a taper sled to cut one straight edge on all the pieces. The miter saw is used to clean the ends and cut the pieces to length. To make the legs for this stool, I used the taper sled again to form the legs. 4 pieces have a 1/2 inch width at the foot and 2.5 inch width at the top. The other 4 pieces have a 1 inch width at the foot and 3 inches at the top. This yields a seemingly symmetric leg once glued up. A few brads help to hold the assembly in place as I clamp it together. The seat is done at the same time, so there's no waiting for glue to dry. I cut 2 of the top pieces from the thicker parts of the pallet to the length I needed, based on the width of the leg assemblies. I mark and pre-drill for the nails. I'm reusing the nails from the pallet to keep with the theme of working with a pallet. These pallet nails were blunt, so I ground points on them to help drive into the wood. With the 2 leg assemblies made, I take a measurement for the 2 top pieces and cut them to length at the miter saw. To fasten these pieces to the legs, I needed to shorten the nails with a bolt cutter by about 3/8 of an inch. Then pre-drill and drive the nails home again. With the main assembly together, it's time to attach the bottom stretchers. I rip a piece just over 1 inch wide at the bandsaw. And attach with nails in the aforementioned fashion. Now the easy part, attaching the seat. Just place it into position, pre-drill, and drive a nail on each corner. Simple as that. Then I sanded with 100 grit paper on a random orbit sander for about 25 minutes. I'll spare you that footage. You're welcome. I wanted to play with a whitewash from General Finishes as a surface treatment for this stool. I poured whitewash in 4 separate cups and used dye stain to make 3 different tones: vintage cherry, orange, and medium brown. I used old medicine syringes to administer the stain and stir the whitewash. Well, now non-whitewash. The application is simple. Brush on the different colors in a random pattern, whatever that means. The colors are subtle, but close up they can be seen and it looks good. Then sand one last time with 150 grit to remove more of the color and reveal the wood beneath. For projects like this, I like to use waterborne finish, such as Minwax polyacrylic. It retains the old look of the wood and is really easy to apply. I use a foam brush, wiping it on with overlapping strokes, let it dry, and then finish it off with a light wiping of 400 grit paper to smooth it out. The result is a good-looking stool that even Joanna Gaines would be proud of. Well, maybe. You can adjust the height and size as you like to suit your needs and style. It can be a stool, a side table, or even a nightstand. The point is you now have the information needed to make your own. Thanks for watching. I'm Sean. I'll see you next time. To keep up with current projects, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And for even more news and projects, go to spunjinworks.com.